during the stream being like, remember, like and subscribe for the YouTube video. Oh, it doesn't seem to be swimming now. Come on, you little bitch. Swim now, you freak. Ah! It swam! Take that. Goddamn. I am slightly dying, but it's fine. Oh. Disgusting. Now I wish the train had the saw makeup. It's just like all the different colors. It's like, it's almost like a clown sort of a setup, isn't it? That would be terrifying. Once we finally get through this model, one of the spiciest sauces you can get, and I'm going to die. Here we go. Right, and then. Oh, there it is. Oh god, it's. We could just wear it like this. Actually, it's not even that bad. I got another one prepared, but we can actually just wear it like this. How's that? Is that sexy enough for you?
The center's up ahead. I'm crawling with Peggy's. Be careful.
Really? Okay, well, in that case.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah, gotcha. Nice and quiet. Yep.
Like I said
absolutely.
Before, if they spot you, they'll kill our people. So keep out of sight.
Oh no. Oh really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll sneak. Once you go full Jason, you'll never go back. It's true. Unfortunately, you've only got me tonight. Ah! That's why you shouldn't text and drive. I have my phone up to open something, and I drove into a truck. Don't text and drive, kids. Always have both your hands on your Jason on your steering wheel at every moment of your driving. Never take your hands off the steering wheel, because you will crash. That is the lesson that we've learned today. We're gonna chop this guy. No, not this guy as in me. It was supposed to be the guy behind us. So now we just need to get to evac. I still think we're going to run into a sectopod, which I am worried about. But oh, why did I open my big mouth? God damn it. Sir? Sir, are you okay? You have broken reality. Are you fine? Oh, the bear's still alive.
My beautiful wife.
So your wife's a bear? Is that any better? I don't know that it is. Sub golf for topless. 1,000 subs, not followers, subs, and I will do a topless. I don't know if I'll do a stream. You said video. Well, yeah, I suppose you just said topless. I'll do something topless for 1,000 subs. What about the pheasant plucker? I don't know about no pheasant plucker. Pheasant plucker. I have no idea.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello and
I think
welcome.
Orion is planning to send Varanus out on the Blank and March contract. I'm betting Valena is not happy about it.
I'm not happy
She
about it.
knows.
I'm not happy about it. Hello everyone and welcome to City Skylines. I'm not happy because I got interrupted during my intro. Disgraceful. How dare you? How very dare you, random NPC who I'm probably sure I should know. He's got the same voice as everyone else, it's fine. Hello everyone, how are we?
Hey! Asshole!
Hey, that's me. Welcome Aries.
Stay a while and listen.
Your path you must decide. Just pop by the shops on the way home. I've run out of milk.
Well, I'm gonna choose the one that doesn't go past the shops because you keep calling me rude. No, you keep calling me stupid. It's rude to call me stupid. That's what I'm trying to say. Hello Sheepy. Hello Aries. Aries, enjoy your lurk. How is everyone? Welcome in. It's Friday. Almost, well, weekend, I guess. I guess it is weekend. Oh, I hope everyone had a good week so far. My day was not too bad. It wasn't... I was supposed to be able to do a little bit more things that I wanted to, but my daughter was sick and had to stay home, so I wasn't able to just do like whatever I wanted, but it was still a decent enough day, so can't complain too much. But we've got a lot of building to do tonight, and I think I have fixed the problems that we're having, and I'll go over them in a second when we actually start the clock, switch over, so that I don't have to go searching through the video, through the VOD to find the part where I talk about it. But how is everyone? Have we had a good week, good day? I would also like to point out that I completely forgot that it was on, but also it's still going for like a couple more days anyway. But Fractal, the sponsor of the channel, one of the main sponsors of the channel, is doing another giveaway. If we put ! giveaway in the chat, that comes up there, and you can enter a giveaway to win a free headset. They've just brought out a new headset recently, and you can get it for free if you win the giveaway. And if I win the giveaway, wait, I think it's if one of you guys win the giveaway, like if it's someone who said that they saw the thing via my channel, means that I get like I get gifted subs or something like that. I should probably read it. It's probably fairly important, but they're usually pretty much the same, most of the giveaways. So, readings for nerds. I read the bullet points, maybe. But yeah, free headset, so check it out and you might win it. Very cool. Oh man, it's like, it's cold outside. I think it's probably like 9 degrees or something, but this office is sweltering. I have the aircon on and it's not done enough yet. I am still dying here. Whew. I need it to do more. That's it. I just need it to do more. And I also need to do more. So we're going to start. I think we're just going to jump straight in, so that we can get this trainer rolling. So, this is the city. This is where we're up to. Last time we added Black Mesa, which is our university, our campus district. We've got the actual campus there. We've got a little bit of residential and commercial in the back there. When this levels up, we'll be adding some more stuff around here. I'm gonna try and level that up. We added Hadvar's Actually a Tit over here to hopefully help boost people coming into here. I think last time we ended up getting like 11 people. Yeah, 11 people into the school over 2 years. So we're really trying to boost enrollments. We also had... What else did we have? I actually don't know. How far along is the rocket? It's getting there. I don't know if we'll actually get a rocket launched or not. But I'm probably going to be really just like running it at 3 speed. Was that might have been all we did. Black Mesa and Hadvar's actually a tit. I actually don't know that we did anything else. Yeah, I think everything else was already there. So that was the main things we did. And I did a little bit of searching on the Reddits to see if I could figure out how to get the roundabout to go bigger than 2,000, because we obviously need to do the final roundabout around the entire city and connect everyone in, because that's gonna be the piece de resistance. And I couldn't figure out how to get it to go above 2,000. So after much teeth pulling, somebody finally actually was like, oh, I thought there was a setting where you could toggle it to unlimited. And then I was like, oh, actual useful information. So I looked into the mod settings, and there was an option to toggle unlimited. So I did that, and now we should be good. Hopefully that'll work. Now, it will be expensive, so I'm going to run the clock straight away so that we can get our money ticking up. But yeah, we want to get some people into the campus, and we want to get the Giga roundabout. So let's see how big. Well, let's see. So if we go 3,000. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. So 3,000 looks like it'll pretty much be what we want. Maybe even a little bit smaller than that, actually. And we need to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to save it, because I need to figure out how expensive it's going to be. So if we go like 2.8 maybe? I wish there was a way I could make this just a red line instead of like a red gradiated sphere or circle. And it kind of does need to be a 6-lane, doesn't it? Because the 2 lanes just... Well, maybe just a 4-lane highway might be enough. It needs to be slightly bigger. Oh, apparently I could afford that. Oh, that only cost 300k. That was way less expensive than I thought it was going to be. Okay. That kind of goes in there. So I'm going to undo it because I... Can I undo it? There we go. Because I want it a little bit... I think I want it raised a little bit, and I want it a little bit tighter in. 2,800 is too small, so game over. We did it! We put it down and we're done. Alright, let's go to 850 maybe. And let's go elevation 50? That might be a little too big, a little too high, but... Oh, actually, you know what? I will lower it a little bit, because otherwise that will genuinely, like, make the price go up quite a lot. Oh god, it's so hard to judge where it's actually going to place. How's that? I think that's pretty good. Oh, that's tight, actually. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. We've got a little bit of extra space over there. Maybe we could... You know what? No, I think we can make it tighter. Can we undo? There we go. Alright, so 2880 was 2... Alright, let's go to 50. And let's go 30 elevation. Let's put anarchy. Let's put anarchy on bridge so that it's gonna be bridge the whole way. Oh, that's pretty tight. It didn't bridge though, so that's a little bit annoying. It didn't bridge at all. And it's blocked off the river. God damn it. But I think that's it. I think that's the roundabout. Okay, so now we have to fix this, obviously, because this is like not really done what it was supposed to, but it's in the right place, which is the important thing. Is that what we want? Yes. I'm not a fan of the fact that there's no pillars on these, though. Wait, what's that? Oh, wait, 4-lane highway is what we want, not 3-lane. Why does it have to do it like that? That's so annoying. Yeah, the whole thing is just flooding. I should probably fix these areas first so that we can get the river flowing again, because it is properly scuffed everything. Well, at least it's working though. Yeah, this upgrading to this seems to be burning through all of our money. Even though I thought it was like already this. I guess maybe before it wasn't properly making it a bridge and that's what's expensive. Yeah, okay, that's that's something. Can I get out of underground mode, please? I don't want underground mode. That's not too bad. It's just that one part there that kind of goes through. Can I not... Wait, can I make that a tunnel, maybe? Okay. That's pretty good. And then we go back to bridge. Good, now we're out of underground mode. So that goes under there. We're all fine. Although... I think I kinda want to be able to see the whole thing. So I might change that later. Gee, this interchange is like... massively busy. Oh! Look, we got 11 well, no, that was just saying that we got 11 students. I don't think it was 11 more students. Okay, well. We need more than 11 students. Maybe once we connect the school district, the campus, into this literal ring road, maybe that will get more people in from out of state with our very prestigious school that 11 people have gone to. Okay, that is officially all connected, or all finished anyway. Gee, that used almost 900 grand. That used 800 grand to build that. And it did completely destroy the river. We will rebuild though. Just ignore the flooding and the fact that Shatlantis is completely underwater now. Just ignore that. Everything will be fine. We will rebuild. We're losing hundreds of people a week because of it. But that sounds like a them problem. Alright, so I'm gonna need interchanges. First of all, I think the goal should be to get rid of this. Get rid of all of this. And make this one big interchange. And the only way to do that is with a roundabout. Maybe like a 120. We're gonna have enough money to do this. We should be right. Okay, so I think this might have to be a double roundabout. Oh, whoops. Oh, actually, do I want that? Maybe I do want that slightly lower. And let's go the other way. Yep, cool. So I want these ones this way. I think these are a 3-lane. Well, these are just normal highway, so these ones can go onto here. Okay, I need to take off all the snapping. It's still snapping. Okay, that's gonna have to do. And then it needs to also be able to go up to there. What has happened there? Have we already gone to Wibbly Roads? Really? Are we already at Wibbly Road stage? Oh my goodness, how are we already at Wibbly Roads? Wait, that one kind of worked though. Weird, now it is working again. I didn't put this central roundabout in the right spot, and so now everything's just like a bit skew-if standard. God, those roads are so vertical. Sure. That'll fix it. Yep. Yep, that's it. That's the one. Alright, now this needs to connect to there and to there. And this needs to connect. I think this will connect to the top. So just normal highway. This will come up to here. And
Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach.
I'm not gonna lie, that kind of that caught me off guard and kind of startled me. Knowledge always startles, is what we learned from that. Or the lack of knowledge, question mark? Okay, there we go. So, everyone should be able to get everywhere. These two can obviously go both sides. There's a way in and a way out to that roundabout. Let's just roll the clock. Yep, that's a term we're using apparently. And I think everyone should be able to get everywhere. And then if we just make sure that these are in fact roundabouts, if I can remember how to do that. Oh, like this. Then bish bash bosh. We should be good. We're not, because what the hell is going on there? But close enough. I'm sure this will work great. Your lack of knowledge is startling. You're startled by knowledge. Reading is for nerds. All of those things, yes. All of those things. You know what? Maybe this can come straight up to here. Oh my goodness. When I said straight up, I didn't mean vertically. I didn't mean literally just straight up. It was a figure of speech. Alright, that should get people onto there. I'm sure that'll work fine. What could go wrong there? That's one interchange done. And I think that's going to be great. Why is there water over there? Why is that flooded? Oh, it's probably... Yeah, it's probably from when we flooded this whole river. That'll all fix itself eventually. People will eventually stop dying. Alright, now here is the other one. We're going to make this into an interchange as well. We're going to solve this problem with, you guessed it, roundabouts. Alright, 120, 40. And then 20 and 60. I have to fix these a bit, but I think they are supposed to be 4-lane. Okay. It's a deca combo. 10 stream streak, Adam. Very cool. Love that. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here 10 times in a row. Traffic lights? Oh, roundabout. Damn it, we're so close though. You were that close. You were this close to getting it right. It could have just as easily been traffic lights, but not this time. Alright, now which way do these roads go? That goes that way, so I'm gonna connect that up to there.
No.
Not this time. Yeah, again with the like pure vertical roads. Not really the vibe I'm going for. Something like that's a little better. Maybe not like that though. That's probably not what I'm looking for, if I'm honest with you. There we go, that's better. Okay. So they've got connections there. I think these ones are just gonna go straight in this way. I think we're literally gonna have to do straight roads because the Hello! Because the wibbly roads are coming in thick and fast. Hey Andy, how you doing? That's not a roundabout. It's a T intersection 4 times in a circle. How dare you? This is the roundest of bouts. Oh, whoops. I forgot I changed it. Let's just go like that. And like that. Okay. I think that fixes that one. Someone just went into the vortex. That's fine. So that's good. Oh, no, I've made a mistake here. That's going out on both accounts. So this... Hello? That needs to be reversed. Because they need to make sure they can go in and out. Okay. Oh look, people are already using the ring road. And it's not just because I've made it so that enters onto there and then the ring road. Because they could go onto here and then down there and around and then back onto there if they wanted to continue through here. So people are actually willingly using that ring road. Huzzah. The river is also still a mess. Sorry, 3 times in a circle. Thank you, get it right. Get your facts straight. Alright, are there any other connection points? Is this is a highway here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's do one over here. Let's get rid of all this and make another one here. Oh, we've got no money, so we're actually just gonna have to wait. We could take out a new loan, run at 3 speed, and let's just wait a minute. I too like to go in and out. It's the only way you get real results. Alright, I'm just gonna start doing this. I don't think we can afford it yet, but I'm gonna start anyway. And we'll regret it later when we have time.
Okay, it might be a sex thing.
No, it's just roads, okay? Roads. No sexiness here. Alright. And then this is gonna go that way. That's gonna become a bridge when I can afford it. Which could be a little while. Mine was though. Yours was a sex thing. Yours is always a sex thing. Always has to be so sexy with you. I need money. Someone give me money. God damn it. Alright, let's go here. Not enough money. Okay, there we go. That's done. These top ones are not too bad. But we need to get that bottom highway connected. That's also got to go down there and out there. I need 2.5 grand for it. Come on. Okay, there we go. And I just have to get those other highways in. I'll give you a sex thing. Wait, hold on. Now, hold on now.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
Here is some money.
It's not, look, it's not a tsunami. It's just, look, it could be a tsunami. When I built this bridge, it wasn't a bridge originally, and it did block everything. That's not my fault. It literally is my fault. Stop. No, stop that. Don't judge me. Okay, that has a connection there, I think. And then I think I want this up to here. No, not that. And then that down to there. I think that's all I need to do. I think that works. I guess we'll find out when the traffic shows up. It's going to be difficult because half the road's flooded. It's a punami? Yeah, down here it certainly is. I'm just waiting for everything to clear. We lost like 1,000 people because of the water. I mean, not many people even go through this side of the city. Like, I don't think I've really seen anyone on this highway before. this. Can I just raise this part up? Can we just fix the problem by ignoring it? There, now it's a feature, not a bug. See, now they can just drive over a nice little lake. I mean, the people in the train can't, but... what happened here? Why is... Wait, why is me changing this created a tsunami from this direction? Man, the water physics in this game never cease to astound me. I finally cleared this part and they're like, well, well, well. Time to flood the rest of the world. Okay, let's just make sure this has definitely got all the traffic we need. So it goes in there and then goes out there. I think I actually want this part reversed. I did actually just see a singular car on this road, but I think I want this to go up here and then down from here. I think that's good. Look, all the traffic's here now. All the traffic I said wasn't here before is now here. Yeah, good, and they're jumping on the actual ring road. Because I want to try and encourage people to use the Giga Ring Road. Is there any pumps emptying Shatlantis? No, that's just how they live now. I don't even know. Like, if I just put a pump in, if I just put a couple pumps in, will that empty that out? Because if I don't... Wait. I don't know if they turn on without being connected, but if I connect them to themselves... Maybe that will work? Oh yeah, that's working. We do really need to get Shatlantis cleared up, so... Let's do that. We should probably do that here as well. Like, how has it created all this extra water? Like, there's just all this extra water that I don't even know how to get rid of. Short of, like, yeah, literally just putting a whole bunch of pumps in. I think I'm just actually just gonna have to put in a whole bunch of pumps. And just suck it off. There, just do that. See if I can suck it all off. Alright, let's see how that goes. Now, I've got some money. I wouldn't have minded this being connected differently, but maybe if I put it like connection through here, make it look a little bit different, maybe it will all be fine. So if we go like here, we connect that up to there. Now we do have Mega Wibbly Bridge, and actually I think I would be better off to do a straight road and then bend it myself, because it doesn't work anymore. So if we just go, not enough money, but I just did it. I mustn't have got as much refund. So if we place it and then we move it. I mean, I guess it can be straight. I just would have preferred it wasn't. Alright, that's got one in there, and then I just need one coming out here. You got to pump it up. Yeah, we've got to pump it up. I don't know the song well enough to sing it, so that's all you get. Is that still working? I don't know if that's working. So no gay roads, only straight. Yeah, all the queer, curved, all the roads that aren't straight are all gone. This was not my doing. This is just how it is. Somebody's gonna park on that, and I'm here to witness it. I want to see it when it happens. Oh, that was like exactly the place that I didn't want to put that, because that's got a T intersection there. So I want it to be over here. We'll go there, and then we'll go. So expensive. 27 grand for this. There's no bi-directional road, but there are a few straight. But very few are straight. They're mostly swing one way or the other. Yeah, well, we're not allowed to have two-way roads, so every road here cannot swing both ways. That's just how it has to be. I don't make the rules. I literally make the rules. Don't judge me. Or do. I don't care. Alright, so the campus is now connected to the ring road. Maybe someone will actually go to my campus? No! We have one less student than last year! I literally don't know what to do about the campus. It just doesn't want to work. People are using that roundabout nicely. Let's get a nice little connection. I forgot it's straight. Connection into here. I want people going all around this ring road. Did I leave enough space? You know what, if I move this up here a bit. And go through there. There we go, now we've got enough. Look, somebody's already using that. Okay, great. So they can get in there. So any of these areas that are like close to the edge, I want to add them in. There's like a fair bit of space in some of these areas. I actually don't know if this will be the last stream. I was convinced it would be, but I don't know if we've got enough of this filled in. Alright, Giant Mem Baby Incorporated can get a connection in as well. Not enough money. I just need a cool 7.5 grand. There we go. Okay, I think... No, I was going to say, I think the flooding, or most of the flooding has stopped. It has not. Also, I just realized that these two pumps that I put here, I didn't give them any power, so they were actually worthless. I'm not spending money to give them power, though. Well, that tractor just drove straight into a flood, so good job. Good job, bucko. Alright, anyway, let's keep building. The water is very slowly going down. But it's gonna take forever. Shatlantis isn't actually fixing itself either, by the looks of it. It looked like it was working originally. Oh no, there's low land value here. Oh no. How could that have happened? That's so strange. Alright, anyway. Let's get a road from here to here. And then here to not enough money. I need like another 16 grand. Come on, give me more loans. All I need is like 600 grand or something. And then I'll probably be able to finish half of what I'm doing. We are making 20 grand a tick. Come on. Okay. New Rubbish Topia can probably use one. And... oh, wasn't there originally... I think there was originally actually a road from here onto this roundabout. Or, well, it wasn't a roundabout originally, but... I think this already actually did have something. I think when I did the redesign, I might have forgot to add its on-ramp. There we go. Because then people can go straight out of the Horax onto the ring road. And if we put another one, like a connection from here down to, yeah, I guess just there, then they can exit off of there onto the Horax as well.
Hey! Asshole!
Hey! Hey, Duke, how you doing? Welcome in. Des! Welcome! Long time no see. I have returned, I know, but save the cursing for later. Okay, when can I start the cursing? Because I want to turn you into a newt. You'll get better. Oh no, I think I just put a road through a coal power plant. No, an incineration plant. It's fine. No need to panic, it's just an incineration plant. At least I didn't put it through the nuclear power plant. Where can I put this? There? What's this thing here? Oh, quality appliances? No, we don't need quality appliances here. Get out of here. We need an incineration. Oh my goodness, what has happened to this? Why does it look so filthy? What? Did it catch on fire? It might have burned down at some point. In which case, the exclusion zone goes way further than this ring road. Oh, sounds like a them problem. The assholes are getting numerous. What assholes? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, they don't have any rubbish collection. What if I put a road off of this road? And then... off of here, maybe? Oh, but that only goes to there, so this actually Might need to go... Oh, but then that's underground. Oh, god damn it. I think this will just have to go like that. It's going to be expensive. 26 grand, but we'll get there. I mean, your suburbs, not your viewers. Yeah, no, the viewers is not getting more numerous. That's for sure. But yes, the suburbs, they are certainly growing. This place is looking fantastic. My hours have been all over the place, and being awake during these streams was a thing. I just happen to be awake right now, so I'm here. Huzzah! Well, for any time that you can be here, we're grateful for. I hope things have been good for you, even if they've been a bit hectic. This city is going fantastically. And we are planning on this being the finale. But I would have liked to fill in all these areas through here. But I don't know if we'll get to do it before the end of the stream. Oh, these people don't have any water. That's probably why no one's moved in here. That's been there for ages and I somehow completely forgot. Standard. Even like through here doesn't have water. Okay, everything's fine. If 3-speed actually worked properly, we'd probably be doing alright, but because 3-speed runs at 1 speed, essentially, it's just taken such a long time. I actually kind of quite like these new interchanges. I know they're basically just the same as what we've done like in these other areas, but... Oh my god! They clearly don't work very well. What if we do like a bypass? Wait, what is the problem? Where are they supposed to be going? Maybe if I put an extra one that also goes down to the center, like down there. Oh god, lag. There, see if that helps. They can go either way now. Looking for a new job, working on my book, started a sticky note board of things I still need to do for the book. Yeah, getting it all done. Oh my god, this is a disaster area here. I hope the book's going well for you. I think last time we talked about it, you were, I don't know if you were still looking at getting an artist for doing the illustrations and stuff, or if that was a while ago. Just keep streaming until the asshole is full. It is beautiful though. It is gorgeous, and it is full. Well, it's not quite full. But yeah, I wanted to fill in these outside parts. I thought this would be the last one. I didn't realize there'd still be all these extra gaps. Okay, once this all clears and splits a bit, it's probably not going to be any different, let's be real. Okay, what if I put another little like extra thing through there, so that if people just want to keep on driving, how dare they, but they can. And then maybe do something similar here. Except like with this one. And then maybe like one here. This is gonna look really cool when I'm done with it. But it's not gonna function very well. Which is basically the vibe of the entire city, so there's nothing new here. Oh, what's happening there? Don't like that. Alright, there we go. Okay, we've alleviated most of the traffic on there. It looks like everyone just wanted to leave. Nobody actually wanted to go into the city. This part is pretty bad. That's still on the to-do list, but that requires money. I want to have all the writing done before I start worrying about that. Yeah, that's fair, for sure. That's always the problem, eh? The money. Yeah, I would have like had an album by now if I had the money for it. Because I can do all the writing and everything. And my producing isn't terrible, but it's not like... It's not necessarily like radio level, or at least if you don't have someone properly do it, yeah, it's almost impossible to get stuff on radio. What is going on there? And what's going on there? Alright, well I think that actually kind of fixed stuff. Yeah, that's not too bad now. We should probably do something like that over here. We'll have a little one of those. We just want to get this flowing a little better. Like, I still want people to use the actual roundabouts, but if there's too many people on there, it's just gonna not work at all. And then we'll do something like that over here as well. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, this actually kind of works. They've turned from being like just the normal roundabout into being like these eye-looking things. But look at that! Look at the flow of that! That's way better. Like, we get some traffic jams around these areas, kind of here and there, but all in all, not actually that bad. Just make this a little smoother. There we go. Like, I'm pleased with the finished parts I do have, but it's all AI generated placeholders, nothing I would ever publish. It helps having it there so I can do page layouts and things I can get feedback on from people that know what I'm doing. Yeah, the benefits of just having stuff kind of in place just as placeholders, even if they're not going to be the final product, is quite substantial. Like, even when I, like, talking about what, like when I was mentioning before with music and stuff, if I, like, when I'm writing a song, sometimes I'll just, like, I'll have a bunch of stuff kind of almost placeholder in, like, the verse and the chorus and stuff, and just, like, a bunch of placeholder lyrics and chords and things, and then I'll just, like, completely rewrite half of it before I get to the final version. But if I don't have, like, the placeholder stuff there, then I can't get to the final product properly. Alright, let's go around here. I really wish my roads were working properly, because this has taken like so much extra time just to make these ramps and stuff that usually would just be done by the game rather than having to place them and then adjust them myself. Okay, that's hopefully good. Gee, that part is so backed up. I need people to start taking this road. Because all the people that need to get on this road will need to go straight through, but the people that can go this way. This is still flooded out. How is this all still flooded out? Let's just bridge this as well, I guess. Okay, is that good now? Can we have our roads back? This part's like fixed itself. This is still here ruining my rail. Do we have any more students at our school? That's the big question. That's the question everyone's asking. No, we've lost a student. I think someone died. Like, I don't know how to get more people to my school. We've got, like, education boosts at all of the areas surrounding the school. It's now connected to... Oh, what's happened to my... What's happened to my metro line there? Okay, I think I just completely removed it. That's fine. Let's just re-add it because it was being weird. I don't know what that one is there that's like saying it's not working. Wait, where did I just put that? Okay, no, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. Complete line. It won't complete. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. It's there. Oh, there's a part completely missing. What the hell? Huh? What's that about? What's going on here? What the hell's going on here? Oh, because I'm forcing bridge, maybe? Is that working for this as well? Oh, what's it done? Okay, I can complete that line. The school's on fire. That's fine. Nobody cares about the school anyway. Okay, I think that has... No, it hasn't completed. It hasn't fixed that. Oh, I don't want to have to redo this. Did that fix it? It's still got that I am not connected symbol under the ground. I don't know what's going on. But all of that was to try and get some more people to my school. So if I look at the metro, is this the metro? Yes, that's the metro. This line is the one I just added, so that's got no passengers yet. That's fine. This one's only got 8 people. What's this one? Was that one just... That one might have been one that was broken. Okay, I'm sure everything's fine. Nobody wants to go to my school! Why does no one want to go to my school? Tuition fees are $5. Why does no one want to go there? And I can't even, like, add more districts around about to entice more people in. Oh, there's, like, no commercial over here. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of all of this and replace it with commercial. So that we get some residential demand and we fill some commercial demand. Maybe I'm just gonna start... I might just start filling in some of these areas that are gonna require districts. And even if we don't get them actually filled in yet, we'll at least have something placeholder. Alright, let's go like that. Hey, banker, how you doing? Hold on, I see zones that aren't roundabouts. Scam? False. These are all roundabouts. Because this is part of one giant roundabout. So any of these little parts on the inside are all part of the big roundabout. It's all roundabout all the way down. $200, will that fit? Maybe like a 180? No, 190? Oh, it was -14, wasn't it? Right, let's try that again. I forgot to change it to 0. Why does it keep changing it to -14? Stop changing to -14. Stop it. That should be good there. Put that 0. Maybe like a 120. Sure. Okay, so we'll probably have put some small ones in there. We'll put a bunch more in there. We'll have to adjust the flow. Make sure these are all the same as the other ones. One way. Why are we underground? There we go. Alright, now the inroads. There's less people at the school again. I don't know how to get people to go to the school. I swear I've like put in all the things that I should need, but nobody wants to go there. Okay, that is fine. Then we just need connections to here. I think just there and there should be fine. Maybe not whatever that is, actually. Maybe not that. That's pretty bad. What is going on there? There we go. Little S bend. That's fine. Alright, that has a way in and out. Let's get a connection through here. And there. Hey Heckler, how you doing? Welcome. Grounded Skylines? What? Grounded's tomorrow. What do you mean? Let's get a little road in there. Maybe a road there. I don't know how we're ever going to be able to fill the demand. I wonder if we just like... Maybe we just put on like unlimited demand or something. Just to fill in these other little areas. 80 in there? That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll just have to fill those in. Man, this place is looking great. Don't care if nobody else agrees, they're wrong. No, not 3,000. Stop that. I didn't reverse it. Good job. Good job, me. Alright, now we need to connect all of those to each other. This will work fine, I'm sure. Do we have like proper ways out of here? Wait, can I make this? Maybe I'll make this go over. And connect in that way. I think I like that better. Maybe not with like the pure vertical like that. Maybe if we could like have it come down a little bit would be a bit better. There we go. Makes me want to install the game again. It's so much fun. It's a shame that there's like... It just gets like such low viewership. At least my streams of it do. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not just my streams of it, because every time I go onto... like onto Twitch... Oh my god, stop. When I go onto Twitch and I look at the category, there's like, you know, 500,000 people that follow it, but there's only ever like between like 1 and 10 people there actually streaming it, or like watching it be streamed at a time. Because like if this was a more popular game for streaming, I would probably do like multiple playthroughs of this. That's gonna... Oh, it didn't go mental. Weird. Wild. Yeah, like that. That's what we were looking at. Sure, like that. I'm still waiting for them to fix Cities 2 though, and I just don't know that it's gonna happen. Because all of the stuff that like they've been working on fixing a bunch of different things with it, and every time I see anything about it, the stuff that they're fixing just seems to be stuff that I don't really care about. And it feels like the actual fundamentals of what was wrong with it, at least in my experience, haven't been fixed. And aren't getting fixed. Which is, yeah, a shame, because it could have been a really good game. And I think a bunch of people have, like, gone to it now. Like, a bunch of main, like, creators that would usually place, Cities 1, I think, have basically moved over to it now. Not necessarily because it's better, I think just because it's newer. And I guess they've fixed enough of it so that people can at least play it a little better. I don't know. It's just it doesn't seem to be any better from what I've seen, but I need to check it out again. Hey Omega, how you doing? What seems to be the problem? Is something the matter? Now you're just being silly? Would I... Let's be real here. Would I ever be silly? That doesn't seem like me. That doesn't seem like something I would do. Only sensibleness here. Only pure sense and sensibility. Oh, what happened there? That's too much. Okay. Yes, especially with the roundabouts. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. What would you even be referring to? This seems like slander. Slander of the highest regard. Disgusting! 60 maybe? I'm just gonna make them all 60 because otherwise it's gonna be too annoying. When has Justin ever been silly? We watch him for his complete and utter seriousness in all things. Yeah, exactly. All serious all the time. I would never be unserious. Although I will say it is quite funny when people come into the stream expecting it to be serious for some reason. And then just going, wait, what? What is going on? This is what's going on. Wait, don't pause it. Sexy hydration. You're welcome. Wait, there are roundabouts here? Where and why? I don't know, but if you find out where they are, let me know. Omega seems to think there's roundabouts here. And old mate from before seems to think that this is misleading and there's not enough roundabouts, actually. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Ayo! That was bad and I feel bad. I don't actually. Okay, now we just need to plumb them in. I just puked. Was that from all the roundabout? Was that from all the spinning? That can happen. Don't... Chat, we probably shouldn't make him look at Cthulhu, should we? Hey, look how well that's flowing, actually. Just ignore, like, these parts. Considering things are flowing pretty good. So, not too bad. How's the Great Flood doing? Is it time to send a rainbow to your city and promise to never do that again? No. The railway's still underwater, so Moses will have to wait another day. Moses? Noah? Not Moses. Wait, Moses? Noah. I don't know. I know a guy. What? It looks like Shatlantis is fixed though, except for what the hell has happened to the traffic? Why is the traffic in Shatlantis so bad? Traffic was never this bad in Shatlantis. Everyone's like, ah, it's finally cleared up. All the poo has finally been washed away. We can finally go back to our homes. And they're all just on the streets. All the way up and down. My internet has crapped itself, but I'm back. It's probably from all the roundabouts. Probably couldn't handle it. Happens to the best of us. Oh my god, that's... No. Absolutely not. Let's try again. We've got to have connections from each part. They've all got to be able to find their way. And maybe like there? Does that work? Sure, close enough. It's beautiful, thank you. It's gorgeous. It all just works. I actually don't know if it does work, but oh well. We can put another... Now this is going to be a problem here actually. Because putting something there, it would have to... No, it can't be like residential. I don't know, I'm this close to just putting the residential right next to the industrial because I just don't care enough. It's especially bad because you are driving on the wrong side of the road. How dare you? Just because other people drive on what is literally the right side of the road. Just because it's got right in the name doesn't mean it's correct. Just because there's only like 3 other places in the world that drive on this side of the road doesn't mean we're wrong. Hey, I've been to Spain, okay, and they drove on the other side of the road, and that was bloody confusing. Going from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. Try navigating a roundabout just after you've come out of the airport in a hire car from left-hand drive to suddenly right-hand drive, and now you're on a roundabout going the wrong way on the wrong side of the car on the wrong side of the world. That was truly an experience that I didn't want to have, but I have had. Spain was amazing though, to be fair. But that was terrifying. Maybe let's get like a road in there as well. And a road across there. This is gonna cause so many more issues. Oh, well, sounds like a future Isaac problem, not mine. Everyone moving back in has caused a logjam in Shatlantis. It really has. Because I guess everyone died. It's so bad. God, it's horrific. What if I make that a roundabout? I mean, these should already be roundabouts. Hey, let me... Why can I not select this road? What's happening here? I can't select this road. I can't select anything. Have I got roundabout builder selected or something? No. Okay, that had been deselected. Alright, well that just like despawned all the cars doing that, so I don't know, maybe it'll fix it. It's fine, don't worry about it. Just nobody look at it. Also, the roundabout city ain't so bad. Pretty neat once you get used to it. Yeah, it's fine. Everything looks great. Just don't look at anything too closely, and it actually looks amazing. Alright, let's put some more in here. The one road to the triple sphincter is going to be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Wait, this one? Which one's the triple? Is this the only way into here? Oh well, she'll be right, mate. Look, fine. We'll have like a road that goes up and over here. And then connects in there. Does that make you happy? Now second road. We have first road, but what about second road? Okay, this is pretty bad. I was gonna say, the bus clears it. No, the bus doesn't clear it. Let's just move these roads a little bit to make space. Where is the node for this one? Is that all the way down there? Is that the closest node? There we go, that's fine. Everything's fine. Literal mirror mode from Mario Kart. Yeah, that's basically... Yeah. That kind of describes it. Oh my god, I just realized... Yes! Oh, there he goes. He made it. He did it. Is that part of... That's part of the ring road, isn't it? We might just have to make this a little bit... Nope. Stop that. And the amount of my roundabouts that are barely roundabouts just because I've had to shimmy stuff so much and they don't end up being as circular is way too many. Okay. Yeah, sure, that's close enough. Petition for Australia to switch sides. What about petition for the rest of the world to switch sides? That'll be much easier to do. We're already upside down. We don't want to have to be switching sides of the road as well. Come on. It's already hard enough. All of our animals are trying to kill us. We're all upside down. I'm like duct taped to the floor right now just so that we're staying... You know, I've got the camera like flipped so that you can still see me normally. We don't have to switch road sides as well. Come on. Be reasonable. I'm being reasonable here. Everybody else needs to be reasonable too. That's too much. 120 maybe? Idea for the next playthrough. Make the city a giant spiral. We're doing some Junji Ito Uzumaki. I think a bunch of people mentioned that name specifically about this playthrough. And I was like... Don't know what that is because I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it. I think I have mentioned that as well though, not that name, but doing that, I don't know when, like I don't know if we will get many more playthroughs of this because unfortunately, as much as I love it, it doesn't do very good numbers on Twitch or on YouTube. So I don't know if we'll get like many more playthroughs of this, if any. But we literally have discussed, I literally have said that if I was to do a city like this again, it would be like just pure spiral. Or like one giant roundabout anyway, rather than like a whole bunch of different ones. Like I really love the 6 billion different roundabouts, but also just doing like a giga roundabout or spiral or something would be interesting. And I would like to kind of do that, but yeah, unfortunately I don't think it will happen because I don't think anyone would watch it, unfortunately. I was happy with the one road, that's why I said it would be fine. Well, I've ruined it now, so you're welcome. You're welcome. What? Also, I can no longer hear you. Oh no, ads! No! I don't know if you heard any of my response. I was too slow to read that message, so rip. Most of the world drives on the right, unfortunately. It's mostly Commonwealth countries that drive on the left. Damn Poms gave us the bad habit. Yeah. And like, when people... Oh, piss. When people piss, it flushes the other way. What? When people, like, get into discussions and arguments and debates about the whole left side, right side and stuff, there's some things that I'll be like, no, we do it right, how dare you. But when it comes to, like, left side, right side, I'm just like, yeah, everyone else, it's like, you know, when there's, like, the Fahrenheit Celsius thing, it's like, no, America's the one doing it wrong. Everyone else does it. Oh no, what's happened there? Everyone else does it with, like, Celsius, and then America just being extra with Fahrenheit. But when it's like roadside, I'm like, yeah, look, I prefer left because I've grown up with left. But objectively, it would make more sense if everyone was on the right-hand side. I have just realized I had that set to bridge for who knows how long. What has happened there? Huh? That's like an extra little arm. Weird. And I return. Huzzah! Welcome back! You see, you're not joining the party. You're going to watch... You're just going to watch on. Oh, you did a party and you didn't join. Oh, no. Oh, no. God damn it. That keeps happening. I think 40 is the limit for it to actually work with this thing that I'm doing here. When it's 40, it just goes bleh. Now, is that gonna be too high? If it's on enough of a gradient, it should be fine. Something about wanting to do it, but no one would watch it on YouTube. There's a literal flowchart for how to measure like a Canadian. I kid you not. Yeah, I know, yeah. Because they use like I think we've discussed this before, that they use like Celsius for one thing, Fahrenheit for another, and there's like they have metric and imperial, and just use like they just use it in completely different. Everything's just used all over the place. Like, it's be so confusing. If you weren't like brought up with it, it would be impossibly confusing to try and figure out what they were actually doing. But yeah, with the playthrough thing, I was basically saying that as much as I would be like, I would definitely be down to do like the spiral city, or like a 1 giga roundabout city. Unfortunately, the viewership on this game is very low on YouTube and on Twitch, so it probably wouldn't end up happening unless like eventually I got enough people to do a Patreon or something, and then I could just like, if people wanted to vote for it, and then I could do it on, you know, on that and not have to worry about stuff. But we're nowhere near that sort of level yet. I haven't even got monetized on YouTube yet, so at this point it's just, I'll do a thing that I want to do, and if it doesn't get very good viewership, I just won't probably do it again, and I'll look at some other stuff that'll hopefully do a bit better. Doesn't mean it, I mean it, I'm never gonna just not do something that I want to do, but you do have to kind of pick and choose a bit. Alright, let's fill in some of this. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't put pipes under all these areas. I forgot me paps. Not me paps. God damn it. To me, between Celsius and Fahrenheit, both have pros and cons. Neither wins, but metric and imperial. Metric wins hands down. Left or right side of the road. Majority wins. Neither is superior. Dates. The ISO standard of year, month, day beats out month, day, year, and day, month, year. Wait, you want year, month, day? What? I mean, at least there's an argument for that over the American way, which is, what, month, day, year. That one just makes no sense. At least with day, month, year, or year, month, day, it's like ascending or descending order, so it's like makes sense. But the American one's just like, it's just all over the place. That one, I think that's the one that bothers me the most. Because with Fahrenheit, it's like, I don't like it, and it's confusing, but I can understand its application for things that aren't like, you know, everyday regular citizen use, if that makes sense. Like, because there's more granularity to it, and there's more like, I can't think of what the word is that I'm looking for, but there's more points that you can measure through, so it's easier to work with to get more precise. There's more precision, that's what I'm looking for. But Celsius is like a lot easier to use for just your normal, everyday, regular Joe Schmo. It's spaghetti code. We don't touch the system because it works, and doing so may cause everything to explode. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things like that in all different countries around the world, where something is set up in a way that doesn't necessarily make the most sense, but at the time it was set up, it worked, and now it's so ingrained that if you were to change it, it would actually have more negative effects than positive effects, so there's no point doing anything about it. Okay, is that all of the ones that I've got so far? Yes. Okay, I think that's all done now. So about that, year, month, day works because it's the ISO standard, and in file names and lists it automatically orders files in date order. Oh. I don't know. Right, okay. I think it's more confusing in conversation, though. Like, written-wise, maybe. But especially in, like, in spoken and in, like, general comprehension, going from smallest to largest generally makes the most sense. But yeah, I guess, I mean, like I said, there is an argument for, like, year, month, day, I guess. I will just not have any of this month, day, year nonsense. The only difference is we write the month, June 27, 2025. I mean, usually I just write it out depending on what the form wants. Yeah, see, like, that's just, I find that just to be way more unnecessarily confusing. Because when, I mean, in America maybe, or like over in North America anyway, people might say like, oh, June the 27th. But definitely if I'm having a conversation and talking about the date, I won't say it's June 27th. I'll say it's the 27th of June. Because that just flows a lot better and makes a lot more sense. That goes in that way and out that way. I think that's fine. I've had Americans argue that we say June 14th, but I hear 14th of June a lot more over here. I think it's more that you just say it as if you're used to saying it. Say it as you're used to seeing it written. People adjust. Yeah, well that's kind of what I'm saying. That certainly when I hear it, I mean, yeah, people over there, maybe they do say, they probably would say the month first because of how it is written and how it's learned and taught originally. But like I've never heard any, well, I suppose never heard anyone is probably a bit excessive, but I've heard very few people. Oh, taxes are too high. Is that because I've got this thing on? Yeah, well, it's Australia. What are you expecting? That's just a given. Fine, turn it off. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to. I feel like it just rolls off the tongue way better, having the day first. But like you said, that's because that's how I've been taught. So it will just naturally feel more natural. Why is that at 26? Oh, here's another one for you, actually. What are people's feelings on first floor and ground floor? Because apparently, I only found this out recently, that apparently America, they call the ground floor the first floor. Because it's the first floor that you enter into. So they call it the first floor. Whereas like everywhere else, it's like, well, no, that's the ground floor. And then the floor above that, it's the first floor off of the ground. Like it's the first floor, not the ground floor. Because I'd never heard anyone call the ground floor the first floor until recently. And then I learned that apparently that's like common in America. People would adjust, but it's pointless because those changes will never happen. Yeah. It's still interesting to talk about though. First floor makes sense to me. Same in Canada, first, second, third, etc. First and ground are interchangeable here. I only heard that in the last few years too, and it blew my mind. Yeah, because like everyone else I've ever heard about, or like, yeah, anywhere that I've ever been has ground floor. And then I heard recently that apparently, yeah, Americans call it the first floor. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I mean, I won't necessarily say that it's like wrong, but it definitely feels wrong to someone that's called it ground floor the whole time, because it's a floor that's on the ground. I don't know, it makes sense. But, you know, you also could just call it first, second, third, fourth. It wouldn't make that much of a difference. Right, there we go. It's like counting but starting at 0 instead of 1, so we just use first floor. Ground floor to me is always floor 0, ground, what have you. Yeah. Yeah, no, it just feels weird saying first floor when it's the first one that's off the floor for us. Or like the first one up. When people refer to the ground floor as first floor, it makes me want to push them off the first floor. So just onto, you're just pushing them over then. Because to them, the first floor is the ground floor. So you're just pushing them over. Good luck doing that when the first floor has no height. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever call it the first floor. It's always going to be the ground floor to me because it's the floor that's on the ground. I don't know. But I can, from a basic like counting level, yeah, I guess it depends whether you want to start at 0 or you want to start at 1, essentially. And a lot of things it does make sense to start from 1 because that's, you know, how counting works, but then there are a lot of things that require the counting to start at 0. But I guess not necessarily. Well, I don't know, it depends. Because, like, computer language and stuff like that all starts at 0, I'm pretty sure. And there's a lot of different, like, yeah, not necessarily languages, but sort of, I don't know how to explain it, but there's a bunch of stuff that starts at 0 and it can't start at 1 for mathematical reasons or something. So if you're basing it off of that, it makes a lot of sense for it to start at 0. It's just a matter of starting from 1 or 0. We start from 0. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, that's a pretty steep one. This is what's referred to as defaultism, the unintentional act of thinking that what you're familiar with is correct or default way things should be. Americans are well known for this. Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't know there was a specific term for it. I mean, obviously there would be, but I just never really thought about it. And that's why I've like tried to say that. That's why I'm trying to be like not too biased, because I know that, yeah, it's what you're taught. It's what you learn, and what you're taught. You obviously don't want to think that you're being taught the wrong thing, so people get like super like tribal about. No, this is the way that I was taught, so this is the only right way to do it, and everyone else is wrong. When it's just they've learned something different. They've learned in a different way, and they've been taught something different that's not necessarily wrong. It's just different. And which is also like what I said before with the driving on the side of on which side of the road. I was like, yeah, Australia, if anything, if you could call it right and wrong, if you could say that one of them was, you know, right and or wrong, Australia would be the one that is wrong, because a much larger portion of the world drives on the other side of the road. But that doesn't stop it from feeling weird driving on that side of the road when you grow up with that. Oh, no, not like that. There we go, that should be alright. We filled in a lot of it. Just in here, I think. First is the first one up. Yeah, yeah. It's really neat hearing about these cultural differences over things we'd normally consider trivial. Also, yes, does make sense. Ground floor is on the ground, when floor X is X floors off the ground floor. Yeah, and I like having I like having discussions. I'm glad that you find it interesting because I quite enjoy having discussions about stuff like that, where it's like you just never thought of it, and then suddenly you find out that people in different parts of the world just do it completely differently, that you just wouldn't have even have thought that was a thing. And yeah, I find that kind of stuff pretty fascinating. Let's go there. It never occurred to me that aggressive magpies was only a thing in Australia. In other countries, they're quite passive and peaceful birds. Oh, really? That's another thing. That's another thing I'm just learning. Yeah, because they're savage over here. I wasn't even sure that other places had magpies. I mean, I guess it makes sense that other places would, but I've only known the aggressive Australian magpie. Yeah, so as long as it doesn't come from, like, arrogance, it's just a passive trait. Oh, well, this is what I know, so you're wrong for doing it any other way. Yeah. The problem is that people get so stuck and ingrained in the things that they've learned, because, like I said, you don't want to... Like, nobody goes around wanting to be wrong, or wanting to be bad, or wanting to be evil, or wanting to be... anything like that. They want to be good and they want to be right, unless there's something extremely wrong with them. But generally speaking, that's, you know, sort of how we work as a species. So they perceive somebody having a difference of opinion as, well, they're saying that I'm wrong, but I can't be wrong, because if I'm wrong, then my whole life is a lie, and they get, like, so caught up. And it's like, well, no, you can both be right, actually. It might not be what they believe. Like, this is for everything as well, not just whether you believe the ground floor is 1 or 0. But they get so caught up that they're like, well, if they're right, then I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, then my whole life is a lie. And they have to be right. They can't possibly believe that two things could be both simultaneously true and be, like, differing. Okay, I think that's good. I just need to connect to the highways as well. Ground floor means floor 0, first floor means floor 1, basement level 1 is floor -1, thus you could conclude floor equals plus floor, basement level equals minus floor, ground equals level 0. It's simple math. Don't test me, I am autistic. Perish the thought. Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what I was saying with that before as well, is that, like, on, like, a almost kind of like a mathematic level, and like a language, not necessarily a language level, but like on a specific, on a certain kind of level, the ground floor makes more sense, but then in other ways the first floor makes more sense. Alright, is that going out there? No, that's going in. That's also going in, so we need a way out. Maybe I should reverse this one. There's a way in and a way out, I think. I think we're good. We can put in some more residential. And I might put in some schools and stuff over here. Oh, these guys have no power. They've been without power for a very long time. Well, I can fix that in a sec. That being said, I do have a visceral reaction to Americans microwaving their water for tea or coffee. And this is another thing. I think I mentioned it recently, but this is another thing that I learned a little while ago. Because my reaction is the same. However, the cultural difference here is actually, again, got a very logical reason for why. It's not just because they're complete savages and don't know what they're doing, although it does seem that way. It's because North America has a different voltage. They only have like a 110 voltage, whereas everywhere else in the world has a 240 voltage. So turning on the kettle takes like 20 minutes. You don't want to wait like 20 minutes to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. So they put it in the microwave because the microwave is like a minute or 2 minutes or whatever. So, because I just kept, I learnt this a while ago and I was like, wait, they're not, there is a reason why they're psychopaths. Wait, there's actually a reason for it. And 9 students at my school still. Rude. Which was, I'm like, oh, that actually makes a lot more sense now. Let me just catch up on chat. I missed 1 or 2 things. The way I see it, there's no wrong way if it works. Yeah. And as long as you're not, like, being rude to other people about how they perceive it, then no problem. There was something I just learned in the last 12 months that's different here and blew my mind, but it's escaping me what it is. Well, if you remember, let me know. We do have geese, though, and geese are territorial assholes. Yeah, they are. We have them here as well. We don't have Canadian geese, but we have geese, and they are assholes. Response to Untitled Goose Game made it apparent they're the same everywhere. I think there's some more savagery going on with the Canadian geese, apparently, but geese are definitely assholes. When people use Fahrenheit instead of the proper unit, it makes me want to break open the thermometer and drink the mercury. I get triggered by really specific differences. The temperature one is like, I can kind of understand because, as I mentioned before, there's more granularity between the measurements because it goes so, like, there's so much. The Celsius is like 0 to 100, right? Pretty much. Fahrenheit's like -60 to like 200 and something or something weird. So the space between all of the measurements, it can be a lot more precise. So it does actually make sense, especially like on a scientific level, that you would use that. Well, hold on. Let's not lump all of North America in this. Here in Canada, we've got proper kettles. I thought you guys had 110 as well. I thought North America all had 110. Do you guys have 240? Or is it like your use of all the different measurements where half of you have like 110 and the rest have like 240? I thought it was just because tea wasn't as part of their culture as it is ours and the Poms. No, it's like it's a legitimate reason. It's the voltage. Why spend 10 minutes waiting for a kettle to boil when you can get water to heat up in a microwave in about 1/10 of the time? Exactly. That's literally the reason. Like, I'm sure there's some other stuff that people are just psychopaths, but generally speaking, you put a cup of hot water or a cup of tea or whatever in the microwave, and you put it on for like a minute, and it's hot. You put the kettle on, and it takes a very long time. A lot of Americans just don't have kettles at all because they don't make sense because they don't work properly because the voltage isn't high enough. That being said, I'll wait for it. I be patient when I need to be. Yeah, I don't think I could wait that long. I mean, I can't drink tea or coffee anyway, so it doesn't make a difference to me, But yeah, when I found that out, I was like, huh. Things make a lot more sense now. It's funny how when you, like, when you actually find out a reason for someone's behavior, things start to make a lot more sense. And it's not just that they're a raging sociopath. A lot of the time it's because they were taught differently, or they have a different circumstance in which the way you do it doesn't work. More often than not, that is the case. Alright, can I get some commercial in here to connect the power grid? I mean, it still bothers me, but there is a reason for it. Alright, hopefully they'll be fine. Let's just ignore them and move on. Okay, over here needs some stuff. Okay, back. Welcome back! Orange Pico tea bag, sugar, milk, boiled water. Yep. I can't drink it, but sounds good. Recently moved to Wales. I'm originally from Sri Lanka. And the one difference that made me really hiss like an opossum was these savages don't use bidets. Why? It's not that the water is cold, there's hot water everywhere. Water is hygienic. Toilet paper is just a paintbrush for poo. Yeah, so you'll be surprised to learn that most of the world uses toilet paper and not bidets. And I agree with you. I do agree with you. Bidets are far more sanitary. But it's hard, I guess. I mean, I would say that the most likely reason for it is it's harder to monetize bidets because you install it once, you use it, you're done, rather than getting toilet paper on and on and on and on and on again. And it's a lot smaller barrier, like a lot lower barrier to entry. Like a bidet is several $100s. Toilet paper is like, you know, like $30 for a pack or whatever, maybe $20. I don't even know. I don't even know how much a pack of toilet paper is, but it's not very expensive. So it's a lot easier for people to get that. But yeah, a lot of places around the world use toilet paper. Most, if not, yeah, most anyway. I don't know what to tell you, but we use kettles like civilized people, and it only takes a few minutes. I'd never run the risk of the water exploding. Yeah. So I don't know enough about like Canada and how that works. From some of the YouTube channels I watch and have watched that are Canadian, there is like a lot of talk about 110 volts and 240 volts. So I don't know if it's a case of a lot of places do have 240, but some places have to have 110. I don't know if it's like a spread thing. I don't know how it works. But I know for like America, from what I've heard, is like all on 110, or at least majority on 110, and that's the reason why they don't have kettles. Also, don't ever double boil because it removes oxygen and makes the tea taste bland. Double boil? What do you mean double boil? What, just boil the water a second time? The only reason you'd need to do that is if you were so slow in making the tea that it went cold again. Why would you double boil? Oh, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't put the inroads. Well, I guess that's the only one that needed it, actually. Because the rest of them didn't have enough extra lanes. Having a bidet would be interesting, I cannot deny it. Look, if I could afford one, I'd probably get one. Because they are more hygienic. And especially, okay, everyone tune out now if you don't want to hear stuff that might be a little bit gross. But as a man who's not follically challenged, toilet paper presents a very annoying issue in which you end up using a lot of it. And it is very annoying. So I would actually prefer to use a bidet if I could, if I had the opportunity. Because then I wouldn't have to stay there for ages, using way too much toilet paper, getting judged, and then not getting the job done fully properly because it's toilet paper. And it doesn't, like, clean it off properly, really. Every bathroom in my country has a bidet. Every bathroom... Oh, whoops, I read that again. Even though an economic crisis, we prioritize butt hygiene. Yeah. But you can't, like I said, you can't monetize that as easily, so... A lot of other places just don't, I guess, prioritize other things. Because, yeah, there's very few places over here that have bidets. That's for sure. I don't know any place that I've been to that has one. Like, not even, like, hotels or anything. They don't even have them. Never used a bidet. The last time I was at a place that even had one was when I was a kid and had no idea what it was. Yeah, so I've never even been to a place that has one. Even when I went over to, like when I went overseas, when I went to Spain and stuff like that, I think one place that we stayed in had a bidet, but they also had toilet paper, and I wasn't even sure how to use the one that was in there. It just looked, I don't even know if it was a bidet. It was just confusing, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna use toilet paper. I prefer 240. Getting shocked by 240 is more exciting than 110. Exactly. It's more than twice the voltage. And the thing I kind of don't understand about it as well is that, as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, so citation very much needed. But from my understanding, one of the reasons they have 110 instead of 240 is like a safety thing. But also from my understanding, the voltage isn't necessarily the thing that's dangerous, it's the amperage. So even if it was 240 volts but the amperage was the same as a 110, it would be just as dangerous. But that is information that I learned a very long time ago, and I may not be 100% accurate with that. But I thought that was what was dangerous about electricity and getting electrocuted and stuff, was the amperage. But I'm sure there must be more to it than that. Otherwise, they would just use the same as everyone else. How high is that? Oh, it's not too bad. That'll go there, alright. It is a little bit skew-if there. Do a little S-bend again. Alright, that should be enough for that. Oh, I don't think I've, like, reversed most of these roundabouts. It is a noticeable and unpleasant change in flavor. What, the double boil? Well, okay, I've just never thought of that. Again, because I don't drink tea, so no reason to, but didn't know that was a thing. People mostly double boil when they're making one tea or coffee, but they put 2+ cups of water, 2+ cups worth of water into the kettle. But the kettle heats to a temperature. It shouldn't matter on the volume. When the full volume has reached the temperature, it is done. I don't understand the difference between a single and a double boil. Because certainly with my kettle, you set the temperature, you press the button, regardless of the volume of water. It'll take longer if it was a larger volume, but it will boil to the heat. But I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding that. Don't have a bidet in the house, but we also don't use toilet paper. Flushable wet wipes are the way to go. From what I understand, that flushable wet wipes are not the way to go, because unless yours are specifically different, most flushable wet wipes are actually not flushable at all. And they create fatbergs. And they screw up the piping. Because there was like a big old PSA about that a while ago, and still ongoing, I guess, that you shouldn't use wet wipes, because even if they say they're flushable, they are not flushable, and they ruin the piping. But that was also a little while ago, and you know, there could be different ones that actually are properly flushable now. It could be the case, but I don't know. From what I'd heard a little while ago, that was the case. Okay, I think that's those ones fixed. Australia is 10 amps, no idea what the US is. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Americans are the reason they have to put a do not eat label on the back of claymores, so them having 110 for safety isn't a bad idea. Well, do not eat on the back of claymores? What, you mean the explosive claymores? I thought they had a this way to enemy thing on them. When I make tea, I put a piece of plutonium into my kettle to boil the water fast, so it gives a zesty aftertaste to the tea. Mmm. My favorite. And afterwards, you've got such a glow about you for the next 50 years. That's not true, you die before then. Alright, I think I've filled everything in now. I think I'm happy with that. I don't think we're actually done with the full playthrough, because we have to get population in here. What I might do is next time we might actually turn on unlimited demand or whatever the thing is and get this all filled in, because the speed at which it's going, I don't know that we'll actually get to complete it all within any reasonable time frame, and the game might just grind to a halt before then. So next time I might like put on unlimited demand and then fill all of this in, get it to a point where it's like properly all populationed out, and then that will be the finale. Because I thought it was going to be this time, but yeah, the circle was a little bit bigger, I guess. If you put 2+ cups worth of water in, you're not going to refill it the next time you use it, so it boils the remaining water a second time. Okay, that makes it. Now I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, so if you... See, I just never fill it up that much. If I need to make a hot chocolate or something like that, I just fill up to the minimum. If I need to fill up a hot water bottle, I fill it all the way full. So right, so that's what double boiling is then. I don't know if the electric kettle, it shuts off when the water reaches the desired temperature for tea. Boiling it a second time when it cools down makes it undesirable. Yeah, so I guess it's, if people fill it up all the way, boil it for 1 cup of tea, and then boil it again. So that would be the double boiling. That makes more sense now. Because yeah, I would just put like enough in, boil it, and done. Once again, neat seeing cultural differences of simple things. Yeah, and it's funny how, like, how much of a confusion it can cause and, like, discussion around something that you, for your whole life, you've seen it one way and you're like, well, obviously, this is how everyone does it. And then the other person is also thinking, well, obviously, this is how everyone does it. And then when you actually discuss about specifically how you're doing it and how they're doing it, you're just like mind blown. It's like, why would you do it that way? That doesn't make any sense. That's what? That's bizarre. Has Hadvar's hole flooded? No. Let's turn it on. I'm sure it'll be fine. I still don't know. Oh, we got 15 students, actually. 15 students at the school. It's not as much as I'd like, but it's something. We don't have districts for all of these zones either. I don't think I'm gonna make them for everything, but for the ones that actually at least have some population in. Who wants to name a district? 2 Earl Grey tea bags, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, and 3/4 cups of hot water makes my favorite tea. I like my tea I like my tea like a shot of tequila. Ah, spicy. Spicy. Ugh. Those markings on kettles, etc. for 1 cup is always for much smaller cups than I use, so I always overfill and never get it the right amount. I see, I see. Yeah, see, mine's just got like a minimum fill marker on it, and I only fill it up to there unless I need to fill like a hot water bottle. And usually there's like maybe a tiny bit left over, but it usually uses most of it. Stop, do not flood Hadvar's hole. Why would never do that? Well, it's not gonna flood, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Weren't 15 students the same amount as last time? No, we had 11 at the start of the stream, and then we had 9, because 2 of them apparently left, and now we're up to 15, so things are actually happening. Hadvar's hole has to flood at least once a stream. I'm surprised it hasn't done so yet. Well, the only reason it hasn't done so yet is because it was turned off. Now it's turned on, and it won't flood. It definitely won't flood. Me, name it St. Penisburg. You know what? That's beautiful. We've got to make sure it's loud and proud, though. There we go. And policies, we need to make sure you have education boost, because we need you to go to school, go to my campus district, and encourage biking? Sure. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. We're close to being able to get the space elevator. Where was the space elevator, actually? I don't remember which one it was under. Was it just in one of these? Because I built a lot of them. No, wait. It was monuments, wasn't it? It was its own separate thing. Yeah. 1.5 million. So we've got 950 currently. There we go, we got 1 million. Let's just leave it chillin'. See if we can get to... Hold on, let's just... leave it chillin' like that for a second. And wait till we get to a mil. 1.5 mil. That's about right. Leave my hole out of this? No. We will watch your whole flood from afar. We will just sit here and slowly wait. Just chill, relax, chat about voltages and ground floors until your hull floods. And then we will all go home happy. Except for you, whose hull will have flooded. Sounds like a you problem. I feel like this this episode for the YouTube channel is going to be tricky to edit. This is going to be a tricky one to edit. Because it's going to be a lot of just placing things. Like placing just little circles around. Not getting to see a huge amount of things happen. And then talking about kettles and microwaves and dates and stuff. Which is going to be very difficult to edit. To edit into the video. Or edit out of the video. City Skylines Part X. Cultural differences. Yeah. Unfortunately, part of me... I don't know, it's a tricky balance. Because part of me would like to actually put most of this stuff in. Like the actual... Because a lot of the stuff that I find the most interesting and the most fun ends up being some of the conversations we have. Especially when we get onto either food-based or cultural-based discussions about stuff and differences and things, you know, just interesting stuff. But that kind of stuff is the kind of stuff that nobody's going to click on for the YouTube video and no one's going to follow along with and no one's really going to care that much. That's like for the Twitch side of things. So I kind of do have to cut around it, because if it doesn't serve the narrative of the thing that I was doing in the game, then it kind of detracts from it, unfortunately. Because I would love to be able to just, like, if anything, focus on that kind of stuff sometimes, but then no one would click on it. It's a shame. These YouTube people constantly needing to be entertained. Why would you come to this entertainment platform for entertainment? What are you doing? Just kidding. Yeah, it's just a different setup, really. I mean, a lot of it is what I aim to do in here anyway. But when it comes to, like, and in some ways, in a lot of ways, it's kind of, it's intentional in the sense that, like, the audience is different, and so, like, getting in new audience on YouTube is a different kind of way that you have to do it. So it's intentional on that side. But then in some ways it's also intentional on the side of, I kind of want there to be that separation so that people... But there's a reason to come to the stream, or there's a reason to come to the video, and there's a reason to come to both. Because, like, you will get the more concise, edited version of... You'll get the crux of what's going on, and you'll get the entertaining edits and stuff, which obviously can't do live. And you'll get more of a, like, storylined version and a followed-through version of what's going on without the extra space around it, and without me trying to remember what I'm talking about and what I'm doing because it's cut around. But then you miss out on a lot of the back and forth, the extra conversations with chat, and the more interesting stuff that ends up happening out of just somebody in chat saying something and then just rolling with that. So in a lot of ways it's kind of like deliberately that way, so that there is like a reason for both. Alright, what are we looking at now? 1,100. Oh, we got a 1,100,000 is what I meant to say. We've got more demand, so we may as well You know what? Let's just go like this. Oops. Let's make that commercial in there. That residential. So I think pretty much all of this is just going to end up being suburban sprawl, because that means we're going to be able to cover the largest area. Because it would be nice to get some more high density stuff, but then that will fulfill the demand too quickly. Ooh, Hadvar's hole's close to flooding. It's fine. It's fine. What about low density homeless camp? We didn't really do that this time, did we? We didn't really have a... I can't even remember what we called it last time, but a little like dirt road inside the train line. Just like the worst place to live ever. We didn't really have that here because we didn't really have space for it. It's just kind of all... just all circle all the time. But also, hey Nick, how you doing? Welcome in. There's homeless camps? Not in this city, there isn't. Nobody is homeless. Everybody is happy and everything is fine. Everything functions amazingly. I mean, look at how well this functions now compared to how it was functioning before. These extra slip roads and everything really did actually kind of work. Even this isn't the worst. Like, this isn't great, but it's not the worst. How's this one up here going? Could be better, could be worse. It's not too bad. And also, finally, the Great Punami has finally finished. We are left with roads that can be used once again. And just random bridges in sections that flooded previously. Man, I wish I could get rid of that shine from the road. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with the city. Quite happy with it. Put them right next to the most upmarket homes. Just put like... Oh, I'm trying to think if there's an area that I've got something like that. You just put like a bunch of homeless shelters right next to massive high-rises. Actually, there was something else I was just gonna check. What was I just gonna check? God damn it, it was important and I've forgotten what it was. Don't remember. I think it had something to do with one of these symbols, one of the policies somewhere. Oh, Shatlantis, that's right. What is the policy that we've got there? Ah, yeah, tax raise for higher density. What's these guys' problems? Not enough customers. Yeah, standard. Shatlantis is back to its normal self, though. The traffic jams have gone. I still don't know what the psychopath was going on there. Because it's fixed now. Maybe it was like... I was gonna say maybe it was to do with flooding further up the road. So somehow they had to like go through Shatlantis to get to where they needed to go. But there's ways around everywhere. So I don't see how that would be the case. Also, look at how many people trek across the Shat River to Shatlantis to get a look at the city. What a place to be. Look at this. It looks beautiful. I would live here. Stop flooding my hole? Never. Absolutely never. Looks good for being nothing but filthy roundabouts. How dare you? Roundabouts are the best abouts. But seriously though, like unironically, it does actually look kind of cool. I went into it just obviously it being a complete piss take. And then as we kind of just expanded and filled everything in and grew it all out and stuff, it kind of actually started to look pretty sick. And although traffic exists, it's honestly kind of cool. Actually, what is our traffic like now? Honestly, 76%? With most of the traffic being through this center area and around the Horax. Not bad. The extra ring road, I think, actually genuinely did help the traffic a fair bit. Honestly, not bad. The found city of Shatlantis. We lost Atlantis and we found Shatlantis. For better or for worse. Speaking of Shatlantis. Or Shat, anyway. Actually, how many people still go to Hadvar's Hole? People love Hadvar's Hole. Like, look how many people are at Hadvar's Hole. Say what you want about his hole, but people love going in there. People love going into his hole. What? Okay, oh my god, I can't... Look at all these people. Look at all these tourists. All these tour buses trying to squeeze into Hadvar's Hole. God damn. Make sure the hole is right before continuing. Yeah, well, we're just making sure everybody's getting into the hole. Just buses up and down the whole time. So many people are using my hole for their leisure. Yeah, look at them. They're everywhere. Just ignore all the smog in the distance. I love that you're like... Here is like relative normalcy. It's a little bit chaotic, but it's relative normalcy. Like, you can't see too much going on. There's like some trees, there's the entrance, maybe like a bit of psychopathness, a bit of chaos off to the top left, helicopters and stuff going on. But it's like, you know, you could see this in a city. Like, this isn't the craziest thing ever. And then you turn around and oh god, what has happened? What have I stepped into? What is this? What's happening? Oh god. And also, why are there like 10 clown cars here? What are those cars? What's with all the clown cars? I mean, I guess they live in a clown city, so I guess that checks out. There we go. We didn't quite... Where's my mouse? My mouse is gone. Where the hell's my mouse? It's like clicking, but my mouse is gone. There we go. Oh, it's back. That was weird. We didn't get enough money to buy... Oh, to build the space elevator, which is a shame. I would have liked to build the space elevator. Part of me wants to just keep it running for a while. Just because I know that it's gonna take a while for some of this stuff to fill in and everything. Okay, let's turn off the poop chute. But also, like, there's not really much else left to do other than just waiting. And it is kind of that time. A lot of people are entering and exiting as my hole is filling up. Well, I've stopped filling up your hole now. So it's just the people entering now. How is the rocket ship going? Good question. Oh, it's ready to launch. Okay, well, if this isn't a good place to end a stream, there's somebody dead at the launch site. This is the perfect way to end a stream. We're gonna launch that dead man up on a rocket, and then we're gonna we're gonna wrap up the stream. Here we go. Here it comes. Send that man to the moon! We have ignition. We have liftoff. Everyone loved that. Woo. And I guess everyone loved it so much that they made me leave. They loved that too. How dare you? Oh, there's no visitors anymore. They just wanted to see the launch and now they're like, see you later. I mean, fair enough, there's nothing else to see. But I would like to point out the fact that there's no longer a dead person there. We actually did send a corpse to the moon. Say what you will. But that's garbage disposal. We can't dispose of corpses and garbage anywhere else in the city. But here at Giant Man Baby Incorporated, we send them to space. And then we don't have to deal with them. Job's done. Love that for us. What a place to end it. What a place to save it. Love that for us. Oh, this place is great. Rocket, be ready. The first corpse to be launched into orbit. He's up there. I don't know if he's flying it. I don't know if he's the one piloting it. But he's certainly up there. They're doing a weekend at Bernie's. They're gonna put him on the moon. They're gonna put Bernie on the moon. Godspeed, you magnificent fool. Godspeed. The moon is our new graveyard. Look, oh, you know what? I think we forgot to add graveyards to all of those new districts. So maybe we do have to start sending them to the moon. I think that's probably the only way to do it. That's the only way that makes sense. We must make a new graveyard on the moon. Oh, but yeah, that was the stream. Hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm gonna go through the schedule. So please stick around so you know what's coming up on all the streams. I thought that was going to be the final stream, but it looks like it's not because I underestimated how quickly we could actually get people filling in those areas. So I'm hoping that next time will be the last one. I'm thinking that I'll put on unlimited demand or whatever the things. I think there's like just a toggle that we can put on just like unlimited demand and just get it all filled in for a nice photo op, and then we can be done. Build like a space elevator and stuff. And then yeah, next time can be the last one. But I've really enjoyed it, even if it hasn't got like the crazy amount of viewership or you know, views on YouTube or anything. I think it's been worth doing, and it's been really fun. But schedule-wise, tomorrow is Saturday, and it is the Grounded stream. We are... You think that guy was going to space? In Grounded, we are going to space. We are currently like 2/3 of the way up the height of the oak tree, and we're just going to keep going. I think this time we're going to focus on getting the Black Ant Lab done, because it has the ability for us to get a zipline ascender so that we can just go all the way up of our tower, or at least most of the way up our tower without having to climb it manually. And between streams, I got the artifact that allows me to use dandelions infinitely, the dandelion tufts, so I can also now jump off of the tower. So if we can just zip line up and then jump down, I mean, I guess we could zip line down as well if we wanted to, but dandelion down, then That will save us a lot of time and effort. So that'll be the plan. Sunday is a no stream day. Monday is Factorio. We're going to be going to space in that too. We're going to space everywhere. Every game we're playing, we're going to space. Grounded, we're going to space. Factorio, we're going to space. RimWorld, we are going to space. City Skylines, we just sent a dead man into space. Everything we're doing, we are going to space. And I love that for us. Anyway, Factorio, yeah, we're literally got a platform that we're going to go put in space. Tuesday and Wednesday are RimWorld Day. I've been doing a little bit of playing around today to try and figure out if we can do what we were trying to set out to do last time. And it turns out it will take 4 jumps. 4 jumps to get from our colony to the crash landed ship. Which is a lot of resources. So I'm gonna have to figure out how this is gonna work. I want to do it. I want it to be like a proper undertaking. I'm wondering if I do like 2 colonies basically. One colony that stays, the main colony that stays and looks after the base. And then another one that jumps from other colony and other colony, or like, you know, establishment to establishment, setting up new bases along the way and hops, or like gets all the way to the ship and back or something like that. It means it'll take a long time, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We've got to get a core somehow so that we can leave. Thursday is a no stream day, and then Friday should be the finale of City Skylines. Should be. Should be. That's the plan. Nowhere to go but up. I've destroyed everything on this world below us. We must seek the stars. Did we go to space in The Witcher, or is that why you stopped playing it? Yeah, we couldn't get to space, so we had to give it up. No, I finished The Witcher, and everyone died. I don't think anyone was there to witness it. No, I think there was like 2 people there to witness it, but everyone died. It was a great time. No, but I mean, like, everything we're playing at the moment, we're going to space. And then if we decided to play like Kerbal, then we'd be going to space again in that. I'm just always into space. Anyway, that is time for me to wrap up. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the roundabout madness, and hope to see you all again tomorrow for Grounded, or next week for hopefully the finale of City Skylines. Bye!